In One Piece, devil fruits get all the attention, but there's a second power system that's arguably even more important, especially once you reach the second half of the world. It's called Haki. And if devil fruits felt complicated, Haki is a lot simpler than it looks. There are only 3 types, and each one shows up constantly in the biggest fights of the series. Let's break down all 3. So what even is Haki? Haki is a form of spiritual energy, a kind of willpower that sleeps inside every living thing. Almost everyone has the potential for it, but only people who train hard or who get pushed into life or death situations ever awaken it. In the calmer first half of the Grand Line, you can get by without it, but in the dangerous second half, the New World Haki is essential. Without it, you simply cannot hang with the top fighters. There are 3 types, so let's take them one at a time. Type 1, Observation Haki. This is the 6th sense of One Piece. Observation Haki lets you feel the presence of people around you, even ones you can't see, sense their emotions, and read their intentions. A skilled user can feel someone hiding behind a wall, count how many enemies are in a building without looking, or sense a sniper taking aim from far away. In a fight, it goes further. It lets you feel an attack coming, a split second before it lands, so you can dodge things that should be impossible to dodge. And at its highest level, Observation Haki unlocks a limited form of seeing the future. The most advanced users can look a few seconds ahead and watch their opponent's next move before that opponent has even decided to make it. Dodging becomes almost effortless, because you already know exactly where the punch is going before it's thrown. Type 2, Armament Haki. If Observation is about awareness and defense, Armament is about offense and toughness. Armament Haki lets you form an invisible suit of armor around your body or your weapon, hardening it to block powerful attacks and to hit far, far harder. At higher levels, that armor visibly turns jet black, which is why you'll see characters' fists or blades darken right before a big hit. It is the one reliable way to hit a Logia user. Remember, Logia fruit users turn their bodies into an element, so normal attacks pass straight through them. Armament Haki lets your strikes connect anyway, bypassing that intangibility completely. It's the great equalizer of the whole series. And Advanced Armament goes even further, letting a user push their Haki past the surface of a target to damage them from the inside, without even breaking the skin, or release it as a shockwave with no physical contact at all. Type 3, and the rarest by a mile, Conqueror's Haki. This one works differently from the other 2, because you cannot learn it. Only about 1 person in a million is even born with it. Conqueror's Haki is the will of a king, the raw force of a person's spirit made real. A user can unleash it to overpower everyone around them who has a weaker will, knocking out whole crowds of lesser fighters through pure presence, without lifting a finger. It's why certain characters can walk into a room and make the weaker people around them faint on the spot. And while you can't train whether you have Conqueror's Haki, you can train how well you control it. The most elite fighters in the world have learned to focus it and coat their attacks in it, wrapping their strikes in crackling black lightning. When 2 fighters who can both do this clash, the air itself splits around them. Only a tiny handful of the very strongest characters in the entire series can use it at this level. So how does it all fit together? Almost everyone has the potential for observation and armament, and any serious fighter trains both for years. Conquerors is the rare gift that only a chosen few are born with. And put together, Haki is the thing that lets a person stand toe-to-toe with monsters and devil fruit users who would otherwise be untouchable. A swordsman with no devil fruit at all can cut down a Logia user, survive impossible odds, and trade blows with an Emperor of the Sea purely through mastery of Haki. That is exactly why, in the second half of the story, almost every major fight comes down to one question: whose Haki is stronger? 3 types: Observation to sense and predict, Armament to strike and defend, and Conquerors to dominate. Together, they decide almost every serious fight in the New World. Follow and comment for more anime lore.